Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the video. My name is Bradley, also known as the Swim Coach. Today we're going to be looking at game week 25 points, results from game week 25, who did well, who did bad in that game week 25, and then we're going to look forward to game week 26, the top transfers in and out, and what I think about those top transfers in and out. We're also going to look at who is suspended, who is injured for that from now on. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So we ended up with 82 points. Pickford picked up 3 points as our goalkeeper, and take 90 minutes. 5 value, so got a point for that in the 2-1 win against Crystal Palace. Then gained just 90 minutes, so that's quite nice. Robinson in a 2-1 win, very nice against Forest. Trent did have a double game week against Wolves and against Villa. He played 60 odd minutes in both of those games, picking up 2 points each there. Kept a clean sheet in one of them because the goal was scored after he came off. So he came off and then the goal was scored. So quite not lucky for us. But he did score in the second game against Villa, but did concede 2 goals, so he got a -point there. Lewis Hall played 90 minutes but conceded 4 goals against City. So 0 points there. Okay, Justin Claver played 76 minutes for 2 points and got an assist in a 3-1 win. Nice. Rogers played the 90 minutes in both games and just got 4 points. Mo Salah got 20 points overall, but because he's our captain, he got 40 points. Lovely Mo Salah. Scored in both games, got an assist in the Villa game, got bonus points in both as well. So very lovely there. Palmer is actually having a bit of a bad time at the moment. Played the 90 minutes to just 2 points. So Palmer is a very interesting one to have. He's not, last 4 games, he's only got 12 points. Not that good, especially for the value. So we've got to look at that at the moment. Chris Wood scored again in the 2-1 loss and got bonus points. Very nice. Isaac just the played points for playing. Now, could we have gained extra? Yes, we could have. We could have gained an extra, I think it's like 13 points, 6 points for Hall, and 3 points for Gardner. Yeah, so 6 points for Hall, and then Flecken coming on will gain this an extra 7. So yeah, 7 in there, 13. Yeah, 13 points. We could have been at 95 points if we went that way, which is a bit of a shame. But it does happen, okay? It does happen. But as you can see, we do have 2 problems. We've got an ankle injury, unknown date, so we've got to try and scrap. And he actually did get subbed out for Lewis Hall. Okay, and then we have another one. Again, unknown date. So we do have a dilemma of getting rid of both those players. It is going to be interesting what we go for. 1 forward, 1 midfielder. So I think I do need to probably see what is out there and go from there. The results are here. Brighton winning 3-0. Arsenal winning 2-0 against Leicester. 1-1 between Villa and Ipswich. Fulham beating Forest 2-1. City beating Newcastle 4-0. Bournemouth winning at Southampton 3-1. Brentford winning 1-0 at West Ham. And then Everton winning at Palace. Then we had Liverpool beating Wolves. Spurs beating United. And then Villa 2-2 with Liverpool. Okay, so very interesting. Now, let's have a look at the top players that have been transferred out first, as we'll do transfers out. So, as you can see, Palmer is up there. And I see a lot of people are selling Palmer. Ahmad, who I've got in my team, so could be interesting. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 players in my team. 4 out of even Isaac. So, yes, I can understand why some people are trying to get rid of Newcastle players as well, because in game week 29 they don't have a fixture, and they've got Liverpool coming up as well. So it could be a bit tricky. They do have some nice games coming up as well. They do also some have harder fixtures coming as well. Chelsea, on the other hand, okay, they've got some okay, then they've got some hard ones as well. It's going to be very interesting, I think. Even this Spurs-Chelsea game is going to be tricky for them, because Spurs always pick up against Chelsea at home. So that'd be interesting. We'll kind of see where we are throughout. Any others? Wesley's a bit of an interesting one. He's not doing well at the moment. But fixtures coming up, then they do have some hard ones. I think the last 3 games of the season you could potentially have him back in, which could help. Now, do I understand why people are getting rid of him? Yes, because you get rid of Palmer, you can potentially get a stronger midfield, especially if those like £6 million players are doing really well. You can get them back in your team. And I think for me, I may do that. Even if I do have to take a little bit of a hit, we may have to have that option as well. Now, I know with Liverpool having Liverpool and Newcastle having no fixture for game week 29. Same for Villa for game week 29. I think it's Palace as well that have got no game week 29. I think with that, Palace, Newcastle players, I think for me, with my Liverpool players, I would probably put them on the bench because they're just too much money to try and get back in afterwards. So I think I'm going to have to play the little game on that for me. Top transfers in. Well, a lot of people are going for the City new boy. Yeah, especially 17 points against Newcastle. Took his while getting going, but a hat-trick against Newcastle does help a lot and does get your interests, shall we say. Value-wise, 7 million, now is 7.1, so could be a Cliver again. Brighton are starting to hit the ball rolling as well, especially with some of their fixtures coming up. Could be interesting with Southampton as well. So 6.3. Now, for me, if I get rid of someone like Palmer, then literally I could have 1, 2, and 3 in my team that I actually want Ranieri because he's going to be playing really well. Mateta, but Mateta, you got to think about game week 29. Why Gabriel? again, is up there, high defender, so it's quite nice. As I said, a few Bournemouth players here purely because of who they've got coming up. I do actually like that game week 30-31 for Bournemouth. It could be interesting. I don't like their last 3 out of their 4 games, 4 out of the 4 games. Well, it could be interesting to see. Watkins again picking up, done really well. But sometimes people are a bit late on that, but they've got no game week 29. For me, Watkins, they've got some tricky ties except for this Southampton game. They could beat any team. They can lose as well. So they could beat Chelsea. They could beat, but they could also lose to both those teams as well over the next coming weeks. So I think it is going to be tricky. Who is it? Trossard picking up. Yeah. Again, a lot of people going on that thing. But as you can see, fixtures coming up for Arsenal. We've got Forest, United. I know United down in the bottom league, but they can always step up against Arsenal for some damn reason. Chelsea, then Fulham at home. Okay. Everton on a bit of a run at the moment. Then we've got some. But our last few games, Palace, Bournemouth, Liverpool away, Newcastle away. Lucky enough, Southampton at home on the last game of the season. Hopefully they don't try and do a let's go out on a big, wonderful game and upset Arsenal. So it could be interesting. I think the game week 29 is an interesting one for everyone, especially with Arsenal versus Chelsea. But lucky enough, it is at the Emirates, so that's all right. Now, here's 2 players that I think can be doing really well. Marcus Rashford, okay, with Villa, but again, they've got no game week 29. He's probably going to get a lovely reception with the Chelsea away fans. This one, game week 34 against Man City, is going to be a big one, but he's not playing that last game of the season because he is on loan from United. So again, you've got to make sure he's out of that last game of the season. Now this man, the ex-Arsenal, Emil Smith-Rowe. I've loved Smith-Rowe, but he did have a bit of a point where he was injured. And he's only just started to come back. Prices dropped back down to 5.2 million. I think it went up to like almost 6. Yeah, 5.8. 5.8, and then he's just dropped back down. But now he's had a nice little game. Picking up lovely 9 points, 11 points. So Smith-Rowe is another one out there that people can look at. Now, for me, Smith-Rowe, Rashford, Watkins are up there. Mateta, but Mateta and Watkins haven't got that extra game week. Ranieri, again, I think he's going to be used quite a lot. And at 4.6 million. Ranieri is going to be playing a lot more, okay? So I think for me, Ranieri is going to be one of the players that I may pick. And I will probably get rid of Palmer and probably put in Watkins. But then my bench for game week 29 is going to have Watkins, Salah and Trent all on the bench. So if any of those players are injured or like that, then I am messed up. But then from after game week 29, could I put them back in potentially? I still also have to use my manager. who do I pick? Now, actually, who has the top points so far? Moisey. Moisey is the one at the moment who's got the most points. That there could have been awesome to have Moisey at the start, and only at half a million. Yeah, could gain an extra 49 points throughout. But someone like Slop, he's actually been lucky, because if you did it this game week, but his points haven't been up there. And even if he does really well against Villa, City this week, then yeah, but I think Moisey is actually the better option. Could you use Moisey probably in these next games against Brentford, Wolves and West Ham? Or do you use, no offence, but do you use it? For me, could use it for Forest, City, Chelsea. Because even if they get extra bonus points out of it, could do really well. But that's what people want to decide. I think Moisey is a good option. For me, I could probably use Moisey this weekend for this game week, actually. 1, 2, 3. I know I'm not going to gain any extra stuff, but you guys out there will have to wait and find out tomorrow. We do have a Friday deadline. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, the deadline is Friday at 6:30. So please make sure you get your team sorted out for tomorrow. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've liked this video. If you have, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It'd be much appreciated. For now, ladies and gentlemen, good luck. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye from now.